Again. Oh, I'm alive. I'm alive. Good morning, everyone. I just I just saw something today that I hadn't heard, that I hadn't seen before. So I decided to bring it to you guys, to bring it to you guys today. And you know, I decided to come on today, and I'm going to speak more on it because I'm going to do more on this subject. But I'm going to give people a chance to come in who see it, some of my subscribers, you know. And if they don't, I don't know if they're going to see it or what, but it, it's, you know, it is crazy. I just read something that came out of actually, it came out of Kansas City, and it shouldn't be, uh, you know, it shouldn't be a surprise, but it's a surprise to me. Well, when you see what it is, you'll understand what I'm talking about, because I can't believe how this happened, you know, and I just came across it. I'm going to try something now. So let me see if this thing can go. Yep, everything is here. So to everything is here that I want to bring to you guys, and so you can read it on your own and everything. But before I share it with you guys, I'm going to give people a chance to come on and and see see this, because I found it. I found the whole story to be crazy. I really, really did. You know, I have something else planned for so I don't know. This thing is this is crazy. This is an out and out attack, and these people are using the the law system to come after us, to come after our people. They ain't. It's crazy. Like I said, give it another. I'm gonna give it another, maybe. I'm gonna give it till about 10 minutes, so so everybody can get up here. I hope this thing is coming through, and so you all can see it. But you know, hold on. So yeah, because this is unbelievable, and I mean the whole the whole United States judicial system is broken. It's broken. It's sad to say it, but it's broken. Not only with Donald Trump, it's a lot of unscrupulous white people, just ordinary people, people that are put in positions that we hope they will be fair. In the law profession, you have to have an open mind. In the law profession, you are supposed to have an open mind. Now, from the looks of things, things ain't going. People are doing it. They got an agenda on us, black people. And I don't cry the race card too much. You know, I don't. I don't cry race about anything, too much of anything. But anyway, this is crazy, 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 crazy. So, it's 5 minutes. Whoever can come up, they can come up. I'm going to share this. I'm going to share it. and you whoever could read it. I'm well. You can go back. The thing is about her name is. Let me give a background. I'll give a background first. Her name is Tara White. Excuse me, Tara Moorhead. She was a prosecutor in Kansas City, and she 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 prosecuted a young man. He was 17 years old at the time, and the police with the double murder. There was a witness to the crime who was um, who was threatened by this woman, Tara Moorhead, and she was told if she did not testify that this young boy was guilty, her kid and her kids would be taken away from her. So she did. Later on, I don't know when, but the young man of his innocence, he never murdered anybody, and he proclaimed his innocence. And they were able to hold on again to prove to the Innocent Project he was exonerated. He got a $12.5 million settlement because all of this. I think he was exonerated in 2017, so we're talking like 7 years ago. And now the young lady who was threatened to have her children taken away, and a group of other people. It's a long story. Like I said, I haven't really investigated the whole story, but from what I got here, it's enough to you know. So hold on again. You know.
Rampant misconduct. Ethically challenged Kansas prosecutor will finally be disbarred. Opinion. Now that she's retired, and so can no longer frame any more innocent men or threaten to take any other woman's kids away, the ethically challenged former federal and Wyandotte County prosecutor Tara Moorhead has finally been asked to hand in her law license. When I first heard last August that she would be asked to do that, in some kind of deal with the Kansas Office of the Disciplinary Administrator, which sanctions lawyers, Moorhead's own attorney, John J. Ambrosio, told me that was absolutely not happening. Now, though, it is. And Moorhead will soon be formally disbarred. When consequences show up 30 years late, do you say thanks for coming all this way, or what in the name of all that's holy took you so long? Both, I guess. Former federal prosecutor Mike Warner, who worked with Moorhead in Waco and in the District of Kansas U.S. Attorney's Office, said that in the latter, I saw rampant misconduct with Tara Moorhead at the center of it. I'm happy this happened, but I hope she's thoroughly debriefed when she turns in her license. Don't you wonder how it is that Moorhead and former KCKPD Detective Roger Golubski are only being held to account now that their careers are over? Just a quick word from our sponsor.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Together, they framed 17-year-old Lamonte McIntyre for a 1994 double murder he did not commit and coerced a cousin of both victims, Nico Quinn, into giving false testimony against McIntyre. Neither Moorhead nor the judge on the McIntyre case, Dexter Burdett, who retired in 2018, ever disclosed that they'd at one point been romantically involved, either. McIntyre served 23 years in prison before being exonerated, and Quinn felt so torn up about lying on the stand that she went home from court and tried to end her life. In 2022, Golubski was charged with violating the civil rights of black women through rape, kidnapping, threats, and holding his badge over them, along with a gun. He's separately been charged with conspiring with 3 drug dealers in a sex trafficking operation involving girls as young as 13. No trial date has yet been set in either case. So is Moorhead sharing everything she knows about Golubsky with her former colleagues in the U.S. Attorney's Office? If not, why not? Are federal investigators looking at her, too, since she and Golubsky so often work together? Why was that, I wonder? And has the Wyandotte County District Attorney's Office ever gotten around to looking at the cases they work together? I asked DA Mark Dupree's spokesman, Jonathan Carter, but no doubt because they are so busy righting wrongs over there, I got no response. In Moorhead's 2021 deposition under oath in Lamonte McIntyre's civil case, which I read again on Tuesday, Moorhead said she'd never been aware of any police misconduct, or she would have reported it. But she also said many times that she did not remember various aspects of the case. And now, without the protection that her office always gave her, her recall may have improved. It was 30 years ago this week, on April 15th, that Nico Quinn's cousins, Doniel Sublet Quinn and Donald Ewing, were shot to death in front of a bunch of people in the middle of the day. McIntyre was arrested right away, but the real shooter has never been charged, and Doniel's mother, Sandra Newsom, has never even gotten her son's personal effects back. No one from KCK officialdom ever even came to tell her he was gone. This is not a cold case that should be too hard to solve. The teenager who witnesses have always said was the real perp, Neil Edgar Jr., known as Monster, was found guilty of another murder 6 years later, when he shot a Missouri man he shot in the head 3 times without any provocation, according to witnesses. Then, yelling that if his dying victim didn't stop quivering, he'd shoot him some more, he stuffed the man into the trunk of a car, doused him with gasoline and set him on fire. Nico Quinn told me 3 years ago that the week before her cousins died, my cousin Doniel was jumped by these series of guys claiming that he had stole some money or drugs or what have you. The guys she was talking about were Neil Edgar, Marlon Williams and their drug boss Aaron Robinson, who had been trained in the business by his cousin and close friend Cecil Brooks, Golubsky's co-defendant in the sex trafficking conspiracy case. In an affidavit in McIntyre's civil suit, even Brooks said it was Edgar who had killed Quinn and Ewing, because trouble came when dope was missing. Monster got paid to do the murder. He didn't get the whole ticket. He got $500, and the rest was due him but was never paid. The news that Moorhead had finally been sanctioned after all these years made Tuesday a good day for Doniel Quinn's mother, right on the heels of a horrible anniversary, she told me. Time has not eased Sandra Newsom's grief. And until both Golubsky and her son's real killer are held accountable, how will she know what justice looks like? This story was originally published April 17, 2024, 5:02 a.m.
Now,
Next article.
now isn't that
We're sorry.
something?
Hor-
Now, isn't that terrible? Isn't that terrible? You know.
Key Park in Northeast Columbia.
Isn't that terrible? I'm telling you, there's more to this story. It's about a cop who it's about a cop. It's about a cop. A cop was in on this, and like I said, I just had to come and share that for a few minutes. You know, I didn't think anybody was going to come in, but I'm going to do some more research on that because that story is horrible. That story is so horrible, and this was allowed to go on. I'm going to do more research on it and about this police officer. I can't say Roger Golubitsky, Golubzinski, whatever, you know, and um, yeah. So that was it. Now, how this lady, and this isn't the only thing. She just finally got caught up in it. How she got caught up in it, I got to do some more research in it. But this guy, Roger Golubzinski, the cop, who he's going on trial. I'm gonna put his name in and try to find out what he did. Man, this is crazy. This woman was on um, the state of Kansas Supreme Court. She was on the state Supreme Court of Kansas. And she had been a prosecutor, and she could have been, the way things were going, she could have been put on the United States Supreme Court in Washington. I mean, this system is so broken. It's so broken. But anybody that but anyway, everybody, that was just a quick um, overview of what I'm going to look more into. And I will be talking about the main character in this, which is this guy, this former police officer, Roger Goblinski. He must be telling on excuse me, he must be telling on everybody to save his butt. But anyway, so until I, figure out, I'm like I said, I'm gonna do some more on this because this is crazy. How could that woman, when people were saying they saw her, they saw that work with her were telling people, telling the proper authorities that they saw a lot of misconduct and things that wasn't right while she was the prosecutor, but nobody stopped her. And it's so funny. And when I was reading it and as I was listening to it, I was thinking about the thing with Fonnie Willis and Nathan Wade. They had a normal male-female relationship. It didn't reflect on there, and that was a big deal to people. But this is not a big deal. How a person like that who framed somebody and the disruption in the court. People have been trying, from what the little I have read, people have been trying for a long time to get over 10 years to get her off of out of office to stop her from practicing law. She went all the way from the prosecutor's office to being a federal judge to being a judge on the Kansas State Supreme Court, with all these charges that people were telling people about that she did. And she had one of them young ladies so afraid not to say, to not tell the truth and say that the young man that they had picked up was not the one who actually shot the two young men, that she was going to take her kids away from her, you know. And it's just crazy. The law system is broken. And also today, I was reading that Miss Ruby Freeman and her daughter Shay Moss, they won $148 million libel suit against Rudy Giuliani. He has so many charges again. They may never see any of his money. And I've been reading and told that he is selling autographed birthday cards for $50 a pop online to make money because he ain't got no money. But yet this woman went all the way and retired, probably got a pension. And all that young man got was $12.5 million for 23 years. That it wasn't even $1 million for every year. He stayed in there, you know. And our law system is broke. And Donald Trump, everybody sat up there and held on to Donald Trump, that helped Donald Trump. And guess what? They are, man, it's crazy to me. Everything Donald Trump touches dies. Donald Trump just got these people, the whole law system, the whole United States law system needs to be redone. And they need to start giving the um, what you call, civics classes again, because my freshman year in high school, we were taught civics. The That was every year we learned civics in school, and they stopped doing it. I don't know why they took it out the curriculum. All schools. I went to Catholic school. They taught it in Catholic school. They taught it in public school. We knew the three branches of government and how they function. They're the executive branch, the the executive, and oh, here I go. Just because I want to say it, the executive, the legislative, executive, and judicial. The legislative branch makes the passes makes the law. And the president executive branch, which is the president, he passes it if it's a good law. They work together, they make laws. But I don't know what's going on in this country. I really don't. I really don't know anymore what's going on in this country. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream, but you will be hearing more from me on this subject matter. Everybody, have a good day. Remember, November 2024, vote blue. We don't need another Donald Trump in later.